What is going on, YouTube? We're back here with another Zendikar Rising draft, and I want to show you guys what it's like to actually just never give up. And instead, if you stick with your games, sometimes you can see some great success. That being said, in the draft portion, we made some decisions that were kind of questionable. It definitely wasn't my best performance ever for drafting. However, let me know in the comment section what you guys would have taken during my draft, because I'm interested to see what you all think. Alright, everybody, here we are with another Zendikar Rising draft. Kind of just want to take Attended Healer. I think that card's like super good. There's Branch Loft Pathway, which is like whatever. Vine Gecko, Felidar, Vanquish the Weak, Sky Dancer, Into the Royals, Pack Beast. So I think it's between Pack Beast, Attended Healer, and Vanquish. I think it's kind of hard to decide, but I do think Attended Healer is a little bit harder to come by for its archetype that is good. So let's just go ahead and take that. Ooh, Skyclave Relic. What does this card do? Just makes some mana. Alright. There's a Skyclave Cleric here, and that's like a free spell. So you can play it as a land as well. Angel Heart Protector. Skulker. Yeah, whatever. Let's take the Cleric. Alright, so now we've got Tajiri Shelter, which is also basically a free spell, because it's also a land on the back. It also might just be the best card in the pack. This pack kind of sucks. So there's Gnarled Colony, Roiling Regrowth, Anti-Cognition, Molten Blast, Seagate, Diviner. Yeah, I'll just take Shelter. So far, it looks like White's a pretty good pickup for us. Now we have Bubble Snare, Royal Mage. We could go like a party thing, or we could go into white black here with clerics. I think Blight Priest is actually pretty good, especially in this archetype. Bubble Snare, passing out Bubble Snare kind of hurts because that's just good removal. This deck needs good removal though, so that's one thing we'll have to look for. We've got Farsight Adept versus Subtle Strike. I do actually really like Subtle Strike. I think the card is quite good, so I'll take that. Alrighty, we got some packs finally. Jeez, I was like getting lost in it. Alright, this pack's kind of bad. I think Mind Drain's the only real card that I'd want. These three cards are basically unplayable. Negate's unplayable. So we got Vastwood Fortification, Moss Pit, Mind Drain, Seagate. I'll take Mind Drain here. Just try to play the Attrition deck again. I think the Attrition style decks tend to have a pretty good win rate on them. They let you leverage your play skill a lot too, which if you're confident in your play skill, then I think it's something that's great to draft. I don't think you have to draft aggressive in this format unless you feel like you need to try to steal wins. Take the Felidar here. I don't think this is going to be a Dauntless Unity deck. This deck's pretty slow. Skitter Sneak's like whatever. It's just filler. I think Felidar's better. Alrighty, here, so we have Allied Assault versus Sky Dancer. I think Sky Dancer is probably fine in this deck. Just take the Allied Assault. There's nothing like Shrines, right? Nothing that's just like, you know you're drafting it straight to a 2-win. Take Colossus. I doubt I'm going to play it. Sure, Shared Supplies. Constrictor. Put that Negate in the sideboard. Ooh, a Nissa. This card's like a house, right? Wonder if it's splashable. This pack kind of sucks. Besides the Nissa, honestly. Like, Kabir Outrider is super unimpressive. Roost is great, but I don't think we're set up for that. So it'd just be another Mind Drain if I don't take Nissa. I don't even know if I want Nissa. Put target creature card with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of lands you control onto the battlefield from your hand or graveyard, and 2 counters. Interesting. How good is this card? You know what? Whatever. Let's try it. Oh, this card is good, though. This card is very, very good. Sucks that Core Celebrant's in the pack with it, because I really do want a Core Celebrant. Wow, this pack's actually stacked. Shepherd of Heroes, Core Celebrant, Bubble Snare, Skulker, True or Sure-Footed, Luminarchs. I wonder if Core Celebrant comes back. I have not seen anybody that would indicate that they are drafting white-black. So if it comes back, I'd be very, very happy. Don't really want Allied Salt. Ooh, what does this thing do? Oh, this card seems sweet. I mean, I don't think I'm taking it. I'm pretty sure I'm taking Demon's Disciple here, but Turd Timber Symbiosis seems pretty sweet. That's definitely not splashable, being triple green. Alright, so we take Demon's Disciple and hope Core Celebrant wheels, I guess. Take Vanquish the Weak. We need to have good removal in this deck. If we don't have removal, we're just gonna like fall apart. I do like one Blood Beckoning in these decks typically, especially if I already have the Demon's Disciple. This pack's kind of like whatever. Take Makindiox, I guess. Tazim Raptor's okay. I doubt I'll play these cards. I guess we take another Makindiox. Alrighty. So what do we have here? Dude, I don't want any of these cards. Maybe I'm just not in the right archetype. Like, maybe I'm supposed to be in green. Hagrid Constrictor might be okay with Luminarch's Aspirant. I think we're going to be scraping the bottom of the barrel here for playables. None of the Core Celebrants came back, which is terrible for us. Luckily, there's at least one in this pack. I want to try to pick up at least one more. So there's somebody else drafting our deck. We're going to be short on playables. But this pack, I mean, if I was just wide open, pack one, pick one, there's a Thieving Skydiver and a Falconer. Those are the only two things I would really consider out of this pack. But Core Celebrant for us is perfect. Oh, wow. Rune Crab and Soaring Thought Thief. Dang. Some Rogues player is going to get hooked up because there's a Sure-Footed Infiltrator as well. We just take Deadly Alliance here. Hopefully Blood Priest wheels, but judging by what's not been wheeling, I doubt it's going to. But we need the removal. Oh, Scion of the Swarm? Alright, that's our game ender. We're kind of picking up a few of the pieces that we need. Let's see what our curve looks like. So we've got 2 2-drops. Ugh. 2 2-drops is awful. Can I afford to take the Seagate Banneret? I don't think this thing's ever going to have Death Touch, so I'll just take Seagate Banneret, I guess. Take the 1-drop. We've got the dual that fits our colors. But we're so short on playables, I don't know if we can. I mean, how many 3-drops do we have already? 1, 2, 3, 4 3-drops. Yeah, whatever. Let's just take it. It's fine. Scion versus Shepherd. I think Scion's better than Shepherd. Like a pretty good section of the time. Take the Seagate Banneret. Oh, man, we're gonna come up so short. Guess I'll just take Sellsword. Sure, Skitter Sneak. We're basically just grabbing filler at this point. This deck's like a 3-win deck. This is bad. This deck did not come together the way I wanted it to. How many things care about life gain and how few I have to trigger. Can take the practice tactics here. I might actually play the Kite Sail to try to steal games. Oh, this deck is bad. So here we have the 2 tapped. Yeah, that's fine. We can cut a land. Maybe I do want to Zim Raptor. It's probably better than McKindy Ox. It can pick up these spells that we play. All right, let's send it. All right, anybody who's just joining us, welcome to round 1 of this black-white deck. We're gonna keep this. We've probably got our best card in our deck, in our hand, being Luminarch's Aspirant. And if our opponent doesn't have a removal spell right away, they might just lose. We might just be able to run away with the game. I think I need to get kind of lucky to win with this deck, though. Our opponent's a red deck. That's going to be kind of hard for us to handle. I don't think this thing's going to get out of range fast enough. Hopefully they don't have a Royal Eruption. If they don't have Royal Eruption, then we can outsize Molten Blast. Oh, black, red. Oh, yeah, this is going to be bad. Just going to Mind Drain our opponent here. Try to kill as many resources as possible. It's going to be very hard for us to out-attrition this black-red deck with the quality of cards that we have. All right, the race around the world begins. Vanquish this rogue. Play Cliffhaven. Target Aspirant. Stack them up. Can she go all the way is the real question. This is my champion. We've outsized Vanquish the week now. So now it's just Feed the Swarm and Deadly Alliance. Deadly Alliance is still a turn off. Oh, green. Broken Wings. I was going to say, if I get Broken Wings here, I'm going to be so sad. One champion to rule them all. I mean, we're winning the race at least. Assuming our opponent has stone nothing. I mean, I guess technically they have to have 2 removal spells now because we have the Sky Dancer. I think I can just not block here. We'll be fine. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Got him with 1 Luminarch's Aspirant. That's all we needed. Alright, everybody. Welcome to round 2 of this black-white deck. I think we can keep this. I mean, we have, like, attrition pieces at least. Maybe we can just... Maybe we don't have to outcard our opponent. We can just have more cards than our opponent. Unfortunately, they're on the draw. This is the type of hand I'd want to be on the draw with. Alright. Blight Blade doesn't really affect us. Luckily, we don't care too much about things like Blight Blade, because we just have random pieces of garbage to feed to it eventually. Alright, I'm just going to play Tazim Raptor here. Alright, so if our opponent has removal spell, then we get to Mind Drain. We're not too far behind then. Skyclave Pickaxe. Alright. So we'll just Vanquish whatever our opponent plays then. Whatever he puts it on. That Pickaxe is going to be kind of annoying, actually. I'm down to no blocks here. I think I just mind drain our opponent. And then I'm just gonna block whatever I can next turn. Jam Scion into play. Discard Scale the Heights, Oblivion Hunger. Alright. Oblivion Hunger is decent discard for us. Assuming our opponent wanted to keep a land for Skyclave, they're on really low resources. I'm pretty healthy and they're on low resources. Oh, Reclaim the Waste? Okay. So that's just a land. Which is fine. I mean, we're just gonna take a hit from Gloom Hunter then. Aggro Constrictor, sure. We'll just block here. Jam Scion here. I'm looking to double spell next turn. So if I hit a land, then I can go Blight Priest and Vanquish together. Broken Wings? No cards in hand. Did you draw Broken Wings against my flyer? Oh man, come on. How you gonna do me like that? Disgusting. I think that's fine. Just go to 4 here. Actually, I'll go to 3. I'm gonna block with Blight Priest. I'll just make this block. What do I have in here? Scion and Tazim Raptor. Alright, so I can kick this and get back Scion and Tazim Raptor. Scion, Tazim Raptor, and then I can play Tazim Raptor. And now I'm looking to block. Oh, sure, we can pick up this swamp. Just in case we do get a random landfall trigger. Or our opponent plays Acquisitions Expert. Oh, get 2 lands? Come on. Alright. Stop drawing lands, opponent, please. Actually, I guess either one's pretty bad for us. This is okay. Now draw lands, opponent. Draw as many lands as you want. Give this -1, give this plus. Alright, we're in there, chat. We're live, kind of. Our opponent's at 34. It's going to take forever to kill them. Hey, that's too big. Oh, God. Don't draw lands. I mean, do we realistically just lose if our opponent draws a land? Probably. But I don't think we can make the attack. Disgusting. Alright, back to jump blocking. Play this land. See what happens here. Alright, no land from our opponent. Alright, well, I guess we're dead. Pack it in. Pack it in, chat. Opponent hit the lands when they needed them. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to game 3 of this black-white deck. I think I'm going to keep this. I've just got Cliffhaven with a Kite Sail. I think I might just be able to steal a game with it. When in doubt and you think your deck is low on power level, try to be as aggressive as possible on your draws. Dang. That one basically just colds our deck. They give it lifelink, we just lose. Yikes. Playing against clerics too. Oh god. This is bad. So we have to try to play the value game with our opponent now, and that is probably not going to go very well. I guess we're blocking with this 3-1. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Definitely going to go ahead and cast Vanquish on that one. Cast the blocks, block like this. Declare blocks. Vanquish this. Kill the lifelinker. Just mind drain our opponent. Put our opponent on 1 card. Oh, double Scion of the Swarm in the graveyard? Blah. Oh, I missed a point. Duh. I'm not gonna block here. What was I thinking? Alright, let's jam Scion. Alright, we're taking 6. I think our opponent's on low resources, like pretty low resources though, so we might be able to snatch this game away. Alright, let's load up this Banneret and get him in there. Bang. Boom. Gotta be kidding me. That's actually good for us, because now we're not going to get blown out in combat by a subtle strike when we subtle strike. Can block like this. Alright, minus, plus. Try to trade off everything here. Like, practice tactics would hurt right there. Alright. I think we can attack. I mean, I guess I'll put this thing on it. Doesn't really do anything. Our opponent has a ton of life gain. Can't win this race now. Opponent's got us on 3 turn. We're on like infinite turn. Oh my god. Alright, we're in trouble. The classic. Our opponent just swings out with everything here. No way. There's no way our opponent doesn't just swing everything in. Why would you not just swing everything in? The problem is I don't think I can produce enough blockers to even matter. I still don't know if I can produce enough blockers for this to matter. Come on. This guy. Oh, man, that feels bad. That's the second game where our opponents just kind of played like no hand and then smashed us with cards. Alrighty, everybody, here we are with game 4 of this black-white deck. I'm gonna mulligan this. We'll keep this, throw back a plains. Merfolk Wind Robber, perfect. We're gonna be pretty behind in this deck. My Deadly Alliance. I needed that. I play Seagate Banner right here. Our opponent has anti-cognition. I don't want to get tagged by it. And I can play this and still have practice tactics for Wind Robber. Damn. Opponent's vicious. Pretty sure our opponent has anti-cognition, by the way. That's the best I've ever seen Palaka Predation be. Usually that card's just like terrible. It's just a land. Alright, let's see what our opponent has for flash tricks. There's one. You got it, Chief. Play my Sky Dancer. I don't see how we win this game. Guess I attack for 2. Oh, anti-cognition's not up yet. We can still play through anti-cognition. All right, let's play this then. I'm just gonna sack itself. Seagate Banneret's too valuable right now. I feel like if we win this game, it's stealing it. Oh, 2 top? That's not good for us. Uh-oh. Send them. I know I'm not blocking this turn because I want to play Core Celebrant, so. I want to draw a Tended Healer. If I draw a Tended Healer this next turn, maybe we can pop off. Well, that wasn't a Tended Healer, so I guess that mill's fine. Deliberate. Oh, I guess Blood Beckoning would have been sick. We could have gotten back Demon's Disciple. Kill the bat. This bat's going to be problematic for sure. Not 100% sure how we're beating the bat. Anti-Cognition is online now, so our opponent can just counter scry too. Maybe they don't have anti-cognition. It just felt like they did. They paused on my Seagate Banneret when I played it on 3. Let's see if I can induce something out of our opponent here. I'm afraid to play this Luminarch's Aspirant, because if they do have a counter spell, then we're in trouble. And I want to be able to activate the Seagate Banneret to kill the Gloom Hunter. Living Tempest. That's very, very bad for us. Yeah, we just have to let it go. I still think they have anti-cognition. I don't know. I guess they don't, but it just felt like they did. I could have played in a better way in order to make that... Well, he doesn't even have a rogue to make that unblockable. That's so weird. I'll just send this 3-1. This race is like impossible for us to win.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Hey, Plutonium King, thanks for the resub. Yeah, dude, this is the real deal, live and in color. All right, let's see if we can not just absolutely punt this game off. I don't think we can win this, but we gotta give it a shot. I mean, we just win by, like, loading one creature. Going crazy. Oh my god, whoa, 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 whoa. These blocks are, I don't think those blocks are good. I think our opponent might have just kind of like spewed off their win condition. I think I can get in there with Aspirin as well. Let's make the subtle strike work. We need high payoff plays. I can't just leave this thing sit around. Eventually they just play a rogue and make it unblockable. Start winning. Opponent has like Into the Royal or whatever. Okay, I mean, I guess our opponent has opened the door for us to win this game. Alright, opponent's playing a draw 3. That's pretty terrible for us. Draw 3 in this situation feels like it's probably pretty good. So I have to try to grow Aspirant outside of Vanquish the Weak. Skitter Sneak. Alright. Well, I can't Vanquish that. I guess best play here is just to pile the counter here and just attack for 5. And just go 5-5. I have a Vanquish for anything that's small that wants to block next turn, so Skitter Sneak can't really attack. If I win this game, I've been blessed. That's unfortunate. Well, I guess the counter from Aspirant still makes this fine. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and counter or sacrifice this. That's fine. Our opponent has another creature. Or is crazy. One or the other. Could be Deadly Alliance as well. So creature removal spell. Lost their mind. They killed themselves. Sure. Why not? I've seen weirder games. Alright, everybody, here we are with game 5 of this black-white deck. I'm gonna go ahead and mulligan this. I think we keep this. I mean, it's probably our best chance, so we just throw back Scion and let it rip. Aspirant on the play. I mean, this is how we got our first win. I like seeing Island. Opponent on Island is not very good at dealing with this thing. They don't just kill it instantly. That's very annoying. I'm gonna kill this Rune Crab now. I don't want my opponent to be able to mill me a ton. Alright, so Vanquish the Weak is the only thing that catches this, so if we can get around that, then we're safe and good to go. Unless it's Demon's Disciple. Unlucky. Forgot about Bubble Snare. I guess that's fine, though. Technically, we still get to keep. You thinking what I'm thinking, chat? I'll put the counter on itself. Now it's outside of Vanquish the Weak range. Sure. Cleric. That's right, baby. I'm back. Now we get to slap our opponent with the Mind Drain. So Zulaport Duelist is the only card I can think of that gets us. Pretty sure I'm just going to stack another counter on Aspirant, though, just in case. Hey, Zulaport Duelist. Alright. That's fine. I think I'm actually okay with trading Sellsword, too. Let's just go. Let's get the damage in there. Alright, so it's Deadly Lines or Bubble Snare now. Alright, sure. Fair enough. But Yin Coast too. Alright. I mean, I guess we're just going to start building an empire on this creature then. At least Aspirant's still around. Bubble Snare doesn't really handle the problem. Which is that now I'm just growing another huge creature. Our last opponent really gifted us a game, and because of that, I think we're going to get another game out of this deck. Like, we are very, very far ahead of this opponent. Needs to draw, like, Deadly Alliance right now. That's sick. This is sick. That's a disgusting draw. Alrighty, everybody. Here we are with a game 6 of this black-white deck. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. This hand looks pretty good. This is probably one of our better hands that we've seen. Because we have the Attended Healer, Core Celebrant combination. Once again, opponent leading on island means that they're not necessarily going to be able to answer this type of play. Oh, we actually have, like, kind of the nuts. If we can not have these 3 cards that are together broken up, then I think we just win. Alright, well, unlucky. Just play Skitter Sneak here, I guess. Still have a pretty high quality hand overall, though. Well, our opponent can't block. I'll trade 5 mana for a card 100% in this matchup. This is the one that looks at the top 6, right? Sure. Taking Deadly Lines. Alright. I mean, now we just don't commit the... Actually, let's just jam Scion, I think. If our opponent wants to take their whole next turn to kill our Scion of the Swarm, I think we're fine with it. Attack. We're here to push damage. I guess I could have played Blight Priest and had Deadly Alliance up too, but our opponent's casting Deadly Alliance this turn, right? I mean, I can't imagine they're casting a creature. And what kind of creature would they be casting that would have the ability to block a 4/5 or a 4/4 flyer? Seems hard pressed. Might be stealing another one here. We're kind of getting away with robbery with this deck now. We're like on life support, but our life support is getting us some mad gains. Opponent's dead. Wow. Wow, we are getting away with one here. Alrighty, everybody, here we are with game 7 of this black-white deck. I think we can keep this. On the draw, I think we're fine to keep a 2-lander. Especially since we technically have a third land. I guess if I don't draw a land on the first turn, I'm playing Skyclave tapped. That's fine. Yep, alright. Play tapped. Especially drawing a card that cares about landfall. Opponent's on blue-white. Sure, let's just jam Sellsword here. Our opponent has counterspell, it's fine. This is Jory's Disruption or Anti-Cognition. Sure. That's gonna get our curves. That's gonna get us somewhere on the curve, so. We get to play around counterspell now, though, with Sky Dancer. So our opponent burns off a full 3 mana here. Alright, well, we'll just play this then. I should have let our opponent finish scrying first. That was actually a mistake. I guess bottom, it didn't matter then. Opponent's probably digging for lands there. Geyser Mage, sure. Alright, play Skitter Sneak. Opponent did not have practice tactics, which is great. That means the Sky Dancer is pretty safe. Alright. And I think we're down to just attack. If our opponent makes a block here, that's absolutely insane. Our opponent's crazy. Like, knowing that he's tapped out, I know that I can just go for it. Yeah, sure. I'll just go for practice tactics here. Just trying to remove our opponent's cards right now. I'll play Aspirant. Man, this card is so good. For 2 mana? And our opponent has like no hard removal in their whole deck. It has to be into the Royal to reset creatures. Otherwise it's just like Nahiri's Binding and Bubble Snare, and neither of those answer Aspirant. Opponent clearly has a spell. I don't know what else they would possibly be thinking about there. I'm definitely not attacking with Aspirant. If they have a practice tactics, there is no way. I'm also down to race, like, all day here. Play Prowling Felidar. Land. This is jam counter here. Puts me on 3-turn lethal. Now I'm building 2 really big creatures. Oh, Zulaport Duelist, okay. So that's what our opponent had. I'll start jamming counters on Prowling Felidar now since it has Vigilance. Unfortunately, Demon's Disciple kind of sucks because they have a Zulaport Duelist. Alright, sure, spoils. Opponent kind of has a huge problem, though, which is, like, what do they do? They're just getting blasted for a ton. Anyways, I started blasting. I'm like light years ahead of our opponent right now. Skyclave Aberration. Alright, sure, hitting Aspirant, that's fine. Even then, I'm still super far ahead. Opponent doesn't have a wizard, right? Kills Disciple. It kills something that I care about at least. Kills the wizard. Sick. Alright, get him out of here. Full send. Oh my god, chat. We have 5 wins with this piece of garbage deck. Alrighty, everybody. Here we are with game 8 of this black-white deck. I think we're going to keep this. We just need to draw 1 land for it to be effective, so. I mean, realistically, we just have a motley crew of cards. Is this turn Timber? Yeah. Oh, baby. Luminarch's Aspirant. Let's go. Start building them. Alright, let's put our opponent to the test. Do you have removal? Green's really going to struggle to have removal for something like this. Oh, green-blue. That's definitely... So green-blue is going to be the end of the Royal deck. They're going to really, really struggle to have removal for something like this. So it's into the Royal and Bubble Snare. Neither of those actually do much. Considering a block? Block seems kind of crazy here. For the kicker deck? There's no way our opponent blocks here. I just say, the kicker deck needs mana. There's no way that you can just block with your mana dork. So I can play... Alright, so target this. Attack with both. I play Sky Dancer here, and then I practice tactics. Man, this card is not reasonable if you don't have removal on 2. I guess we put our opponent to the test. Opponent failed. Also, the tempo swing of losing your 4 mana card to a 1 mana card is just brutal. And now I can just start loading my cards on my counters onto Sky Dancer. Or I'm probably gonna load Blight Priest 1 more here. Kind of just keep adding fuel to the fire here. Because now I get to jam Attended Healer. Opponent could have like kicked into the Royal, kicked Field Research, kicked Bubble Snare. Oh, not kicked Bubble Snare, just regular Bubble Snare. Sure. So the problem is our opponent's still on 2-turn lethal. So like they're still super far behind. They have to have another Bubble Snare here. Yeah. And even now they've just used all their cards. I just get to go like this. You can get a cat out of the deal. And 4 life. Play Sellsword. Maybe able to grind through this one. Yep. All right, 6 and 2. Wow, this is unreal. To think we were gonna go 2-3 with this deck, and our opponent just randomly threw a game to us. Alrighty, everybody, here we are with game 9 of this black-white deck. I think we're supposed to keep this hand. This hand's like close to mulliganing, but I definitely think we're supposed to, I think after what I've seen this deck do, we're supposed to just keep it because we just need cards. Our card quality is not very high, so we just need a large card quantity. If our opponent's on counterspell, we're happy because we get Sky Dancer here. So we get to make it so they just burn off their whole turn too. Did our opponent keep a 2-lander? Nope. Alright. Sounds good. Discard Island. Alright, I'll play Sky Dancer. I'm looking to trade here with Seagate Banneret. Like, I'm totally fine with a trade here. I have like 3 1s and 3 2s. Just play our 3-2 here. Deadly Alliance is like hella cheap now. Sure. Minus plus. So minus plus. Now all my creatures trade with Expedition Diviner, which I'm fine with. I want to stay on the aggressive here. Our opponent's backpedaling a lot. That's a lot of damage to push right there. Now we have access to Deadly Alliance next turn. Sure. Our opponent wants to try to get the card out of Expedition Diviner, which is really greedy. I don't know if they're considering an attack, but attack is really aggressive. Alright. Sure. I'm going to deny the card here. There's a chance that I was supposed to deny the flying creature, but I think I'm supposed to just deny the card. I don't think he can go after Sky Dancer. If he has Chilling Trap, that's really bad for us. Ooh. Ooh. That's bad for us. That's also bad for us. We might just get tempoed out. Missing land drops for too long. If I had hit a land like right there, I think we would be in decent shape. Or even right here, honestly. I think I'm just gonna attack. Our opponent has a Chilling Trap. They have a Chilling Trap. It's fine. Sure. Trigger on the stack. I wanted to make sure the damage went through first for the trade, so that I couldn't get Chilling Trapped. but then also before they draw, so that way they can't have a chance to draw a counter spell. I will no blocks here. We're gonna try to win this race. That's terrible for us. That's probably game. I can't beat a 4-4. It's too big. I need to draw Deadly Alliance, and I already used Deadly Alliance. Do I have another removal spell? Practice Tactics? Yeah, Demon's Disciple and Vanquish don't do it, so it's just Practice Tactics. Let's say, or we can draw land. Guess we'll just start growing this thing. Our opponent is low enough that maybe we can keep them on the back foot. Building pressure on our board does give us a chance at something like that. If we build up Scions, for instance, like if we draw Swamp next turn, we can start playing Scions, and then we can play an Attended Healer. If we gain a little bit of life, hit a couple lands maybe, we could build something that's bigger than this 4-4. But it's going to take time. Our opponent's on 4 cards. We're on 4 cards. One of them's a Sellsword. Technically, we can't play 2 of the cards in our hand, so really we just have an Attended Healer. Maybe we could go really wide as well. That's another option. Could just draw Practice Tactics. That puts us in a really good spot. Demon's Disciple might be good enough. Attack. Alright, I can't block that. I mean, I'm gonna attack with everything here. I don't have a choice. If our opponent has a Zulaport Duelist, they have a Zulaport Duelist. If they have a spell, then they have a spell. Can't just be going around not making attacks. Sure, I'll play a flying creature. I traded my 2-drop for his 3-drop. That's fine. And he used a Chilling Trap. I mean, he cycled it, but... Relic Amulet? Sure. Does he have enough spells to really pump this thing up that far? Alright, Hellion doesn't really change much. Can't attack. Opponent's flooding unbelievably bad. I mean, we're applying lethal next turn, unless they have a removal spell. And this is the, I mean, I think this is just the best we can do. Oh, I hope he doesn't have 2 more damage. I mean, I just have to go for it, right? I'm not winning if I don't. Oh my god, chat. We got 7 wins with this garbage deck. No way. Alright, everybody. As we review this 7-win deck, I will not lie to you. I got incredibly lucky this draft. Incredibly lucky to win these. This deck was really missing a lot of pieces. So you'll see, like, I needed multiple Core Celebrants for this deck to actually be good. Or, like, a Relic Amulet. Like, I need a Relic Vial or a Cleric of Life's Bond or something. Because our 2-drops were, like, Sellsword. This thing, Luminarch's Aspirant, carried us through so many games. We stole so many games with this card. We did, however, have a couple pieces that were good. I mean, we had the Attended Healer. We had the Scion of the Swarm. That's why we really needed the Core Celebrants. We were also missing, like, some removal spells. So we had Subtle Strike, Vanquish the Weak, and Deadly Alliance, and that was it. Besides the Practice Tactics, which is like really unreliable removal. I definitely think we stole some serious games here, but I do think Black-White does have good ways to win the game. It's just, I don't think this is the deck that it was for. We really got gifted a game by one of our opponents that kind of just gave up or played really badly, and that was kind of it. So I guess enjoy this one and take a look at it, but learn from my drafting to make sure that you're prioritizing the right things. I passed 2 Core Celebrants here, and I really regretted not picking them up. What is going on, YouTube? Me again. I'm just here to say, make sure you smash that like button and click the subscribe so that way you guys can see all the content I've been uploading. We've been uploading daily. And if you're looking for more, make sure you check out the Zendikar Rising playlist that we've made.